Good morning, all of you. Today's class we shall discuss about two concepts called mobile devices, security implications for organization, and organizational methods measures for handling mobile. Clear? So in today's class we shall discuss about mobile phones and their security implications for organizations. And the second topic is organizational measures for handling mobile phones. Right? So both the topics are interrelated with each other. Why? Because in these two topics, we are going to discuss about the security that means we are discussing about the security with at the organization level. See, until yesterday, we have discussed some mobile thefts or mobile viruses, right? So those concepts, that particular concept will be dealing with individual or self device, right? So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the security that an organization must provide to the employee in order to save their data. Clear? So, అంటే ఇవాళ టూ టాపిక్స్ లో కూడా ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లెవెల్లో సెక్యూరిటీ ఎలా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి, వాళ్ళ డేటా బయటకు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వకుండా డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. సో ఇన్ టుడేస్ ఫస్ట్ టాపిక్ విచ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ mobile devices security implications for organizations, right? So mobile devices, we know what is a mobile device. So security implications, so what is meant by implication there? They are telling implication, right? So what is an implication? Implication is nothing but coming to a conclusion that can be drawn from something, although it is not explicitly stated. Most of the students, what they do is they will be seeing the fake messages and they will be thinking that the exams are postponed. See, మీరు ఎగ్జామ్స్ అప్పుడు మీకు ఏవో ఫేక్ నోటీసెస్ వచ్చి ఒక ఎక్స్ప్లిసిట్ ప్రూఫ్ అనేది లేకుండా you will be thinking that exams are postponed, and you will be coming to a picture, you will be getting a doubt that whether exams are postponed or not. That means we not came that means we are coming to a conclusion without any explicit proof. So that is called as implication. Implication is nothing but coming to a conclusion from something, although it is not explicitly stated. Explicit గా ఎక్కడ స్టేట్ అవ్వకుండా మనం ఒక కంక్లూజన్ కి వచ్చేస్తే దాన్ని ఇంప్లికేషన్ అంటాం. సో సెక్యూరిటీ ఇంప్లికేషన్స్ ఫర్ ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్, that means there is no this particular thing is not stated anywhere explicitly, but it must be done within the organizations. So this particular topic consists of 5 side headings. First one is managing diversity and proliferation of handheld devices. Second one, unconventional or stealth storage devices. Third one is threats through lost and stolen devices. Fourth one, protecting data on the lost devices. Last one is educating the laptop users. Once again, this topic is been divided into 5 categories, where the first one is managing diversity and proliferation of handheld devices. Second one, unconventional or stealth storage devices. See, managing diversity and proliferation in the sense, proliferation means a sudden change in count or number. Actually, a sudden change in count or number means here the number or count means the number of mobile phone users or the count of mobile phone users that are being used in the organization level. Clear? So the first side heading represents managing diversity and proliferation of handheld devices. Proliferation means the sudden increase in the number. So here increase in the number means the number of members that are using the mobile devices in the organization level, right? And the second one is unconventional all stealth storage devices. So stealth storage device is nothing but like USBs or CDs. CDs are nothing but compact discs, right? And the third one is threats through lost and stolen devices. Threats through lost and stolen devices. So threats That means it's a disadvantage, right? It's a disadvantage. So మన దగ్గర లాస్ట్ అయినా లేదా స్టోలన్ అయిన డివైజెస్ నుంచి మనం ఏ విధమైన థ్రెడ్స్ ఫేస్ చేస్తాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ ది థర్డ్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఫోర్త్ వన్ ఈస్ protecting data on the lost devices. Okay, we have lost our mobile or somebody has stolen our mobile. Uh, so we are ready to face the threat. Now our aim is we are ready to face the threat. Now what we need to think is, after if our mobile device is lost or it is being stolen, what we need to think is, how can we protect the data on the lost devices? How can we protect the data on the lost devices? And the last side heading is educating the laptop users, educating the laptop users. That means we need to educate. Suppose if a person is new to laptop, if a person is new to laptop in the corporate level, then we need to make sure we are educating him how to use the laptop, and if he does not use properly, and what are the threats that he is going to be faced. That means we need to educate the new laptop user at the organization level. Clear? So we shall discuss about the side headings in brief now. So first side heading is managing diversity and qualification of handheld devices. That is the first thing. So in this first side heading, what we are going to discuss is, here we are going to provide the security at the organization level, So cyber security is always a primary concern to most of the organizations. So it may be to a single person or a group of organizations or a group of people. This concept of cyber security is always going to be a primary concern. Is always going to be a primary concern. See, even though this is going to be a primary concern, the mobile devices of employees, the most organizations fail to see the long-term significance of keeping track of who owns what kind of mobile devices. So the first step what the organization level need to do is, after the increase in the number of members that are going to use the mobile devices, the organization must keep track of who owns what kind of mobile devices. సో ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏం చేయాలి, వాళ్ళ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో పనిచేస్తున్న ఎంప్లాయీస్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్స్ యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు అనేది దే నీడ్ టు కీప్ ట్రాక్. అండ్ ది సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఈస్, those employees must keep registered with the corporate asset register. సో ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏం చెప్తున్నాం, ఏ ఎంప్లాయీ ఏ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మొబైల్ డివైస్ వాడుతున్నారు అనేది ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లెవెల్లో ట్రాకింగ్ లో ఉండాలి. సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్, all the employees who are having mobile devices should be registered in corporate asset register, irrespective if that particular mobile device is being given by the company or not. అంటే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లెవెల్లో ఇచ్చిన మొబైల్ ఫోన్ అయినా లేదా పర్సనల్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్ అయినా, it should be registered in corporate asset register. It should be registered in corporate asset register. So along with these two, in terms of the usage. So along with these two, that means in addition, the organization level need to have a close monitoring of these devices, See, when an employee leaves a company or when an employee is moving to other company, it is important to remove all the physical and logical access to the organization networks. See, when we are working for a software company, they will be providing as a laptop and even a mobile phone in certain cases. Suppose if that employee is going to leave the company, then what the company need to make sure is they will take back the mobile phone and laptop. They will take the mobile phone and laptop physically. Along with those two, they need to make sure that that data is not going to spread outside with that particular employee. అంటే తనకిచ్చిన మొబైల్ ఫోన్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ల్యాప్టాప్, ఎనీ డివైసెస్ గివెన్ బై ది కంపెనీ, ఆ డివైసెస్ తీసుకోవటమే కాకుండా దే నీడ్ టు మేక్ షూర్ దట్ నో డేటా ఈస్ అవైలబుల్ విత్ హిమ్ when he leaves the organization. So finally, the mobile devices that belong to the company should be returned to the IT department, and at the very least should be deactivated and cleansed. Clear? So this is called managing diversity and qualification of handheld devices. First point what we have discussed is, even in the organization level also, cyber security is going to become a primary concern. It may be even with a single person or a group of persons, or when it comes to organization levels also. So what the organizations need to do is they need to keep track of what kind of mobile phones are being used by the employees. They need to keep track of what kind of mobile phones that are used by the employees. So after keeping track of the mobile phones that are used by the employees, they need to make sure that each employee will get registered at the corporate asset register. See, he need to register even if the device is been given by the organization or not, even it is being given by the organization or not. So after being registered, what the organization need to do is they need to keep monitoring. They need to keep monitoring on this particular devices. అంటే జస్ట్ కార్పొరేట్ అసెట్ రిజిస్టర్ లో రిజిస్టర్ చేయించుకున్నంత మాత్రం అయిపోదు. ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నీడ్ టు రిక్రూట్ సమ్ పర్సన్స్ టు మేక్ షూర్ that every device is being closely monitored. Monitored in the sense that particular mobile devices will be monitored. What is the usage that is being done? ఆ మొబైల్లో ఏ యూసేజ్ జరుగుతుంది అనేది మానిటర్ చేయాలి అని అక్కడ క్లియర్. అండ్ ది సేమ్ వే వెన్ ది ఎంప్లాయీ is going to leave the company, it is very important to take the logical and physical access to organization networks. So the mobile devices that belong to the company should be returned to the IT department, and at very least, and that means we are discussing about the least case. So and at very least and cleansed. It needs to be deactivated and cleansed. So that comes under managing diversity and proliferation of handheld devices. And the second one is unconventional or stealth storage devices. See what I told, unconventional or stealth storage devices in the sense compact disk or USBs. So in the first step, what we have discussed is mobile devices within organization level, right? Now we are going to discuss about storage devices. The examples of storage devices means CDs and USBs. CDs are nothing but compact disc, and USBs are nothing but universal serial bus. See, these CDs and USB drives used by the employees are the key factors for the cyber attacks. Why? Because by using these devices, there is no security, right? If an employee use the data of an organization by using a CD or USB to the other person, then there is no security. Then there is no privacy for that particular data. That is why here what we are telling is the CDs or USBs that are being used by the employees are the key factors of cyber attacks. So since the technology has been advancing, the devices continue to decrease in size and emerge in new shapes and sizes. Storage devices nowadays are difficult to detect and have become a prime challenge for the organizational security. So what they are discussing is, as the increase of the storage devices has been more. That means previously we used to use CDs. After CDs, in order to store more data, we have used DVDs. Nowadays, it's rarely we see any CDs or DVDs. We will be using pen drives. There will be pen drives of 1 GB, 2 GB, 8 GB, 16, 32, 64, right? So day by day, the technology has been advancing, and the size of that particular storage device. Previously CDs, DVDs ఒక size లో ఉండేది. Nowadays pen drive in the sense it looks small in size. And in small in size and shape. So it is very difficult to recognize. Right? So it is advisable to prohibit the employees in using these devices. So what the organizations need to make sure is prohibit these sort of devices. By prohibiting these sort of devices that the employees do not use. అంటే ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఇలాంటి డివైసెస్ యూజ్ చేయకుండా ప్రొహిబిట్ చేయాలనేది ఇట్ ఈస్ అడ్వైజబుల్. సో నాట్ ఇన్ ఆల్ కేసెస్ it is advisable. Not in all the cases. See, in some cases definitely we need to have pen drives. So it is advisable if there is any doubt on a particular employee. Here we are discussing about 5 points. Not only can viruses, worms, and trojans get into organization networks, but can also destroy valuable data in the organization or network. That means, see, if you keep a pen drive in a system, if you keep a pen drive in the system, there may be a chance of getting attacked with the viruses or worms or trojans, right? See, if we place a pen drive and if your pen drive is as virus involved already involved in it, and we are placing the pen drive in a system, in an organization system, then that particular system can be affected by viruses, worms, and trojans. See, not only these viruses, worms, or trojans will be entering into the network, but they can also destroy the data. They can also destroy the data. See, if the organization is not having any duplication of that particular data, then automatically that data will be lost. Automatically, the data will be lost. So the organization has to have a policy in place to block these ports while issuing the asset to the employee. See, even in our labs also, for some of the systems, we'll be not giving access for the pen drives. We'll be not giving access for the pen drives. So why we will be not giving this access to the pen drives in this sense? In order to protect the data. Suppose if any student is doing any project in a particular system, and if we give access to the pen drive, if any student has entered into system, and if you place the pen drive, and if the pen drive has viruses, then the data will automatically deleted. Then the data will automatically lost. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that the duplication of data will be available with us. That means we need to have a copy of data not only in one system, not only in one system. The employees can connect a USB small digital camera MP3 player to the USB port of any unattended computer and will be able to download confidential data or upload harmful viruses. So these are the certain types of things. These are the certain types of ways where the employee can download the confidential data from the organization system to upload harmful viruses. To upload the harmful viruses. So it is launched from within the organizations, firewalls and antivirus software are not connected. So as the malicious attack is launched from within the organizations, firewalls and antivirus software are not elected. Since this particular attack is being done from the organization side itself, right? That means let us assume an employee within the organization is going to do all this. An employee within the organization is going to do all these things. So the firewalls and antivirus software will also be not getting attacked because he's not a third party person, right? He is an employee in the organization. He is the employee in the organization. So the firewalls and antivirus software of the organization will also not get the elected, will not get elected. So using device lock software solution, one can have control over unauthorized access to plug and play devices. So in order to reduce all these type of things, all these type of drawbacks, in order to overcome all these types of drawbacks, what every company need to do is they need to provide some device locks. They need to provide some device locks. See, for example, in our AWS lab, if in our college there is an AWS lab, right? So we can use the laptop. We can use the laptop, but we cannot use pen drive, we cannot use a CD, or we cannot take the laptop physically outside also because that particular device is being locked. It is having a feature of device lock. మనం అక్కడ ల్యాప్టాప్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలంటే there is a device lock available to it. There is a device lock available to it. And one more thing is we cannot use pen drives there. We cannot use pen drives there. Pen drives there. Why the AWS persons are not giving the access in this sense? In order to protect the systems and the data. In order to protect the systems and the data. So for advantage, for towards the advantages or towards the advantage of the organization, what they need to do is they need to use a device lock software solution where one can have control over unauthorized access to plug and play the devices. To plug and play the devices. See, the features of the software allow system administrator to. So the following are the features. The following are the features that allow the system administrator to do. What the features in the sense? First one is monitor which users or groups can access USB ports, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth adapters, CDs, CD-ROMs, and other removable devices. So first thing what the admins must do is they need to monitor. They need to monitor what systems are having what that means which systems are having the option of USB ports, which systems are having the option of Wi-Fi, in the same way Bluetooth or CD-ROMs or any other removable devices. అంటే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ఉన్న ఏ సిస్టమ్స్ కి ఈ రిమూవబుల్ డివైజెస్ అనే ఆప్షన్ ఉందో లేదో అనేది ఫస్ట్ మానిటర్ చేసుకోవాలి. దట్ మీన్స్ ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్ షుడ్ నాట్ ప్రొవైడ్ ది యాక్సెసింగ్ ఆఫ్ రిమూవబుల్ డివైజెస్ టు ఆల్ ది సిస్టమ్స్. అన్ని సిస్టమ్స్ కి ప్రొవైడ్ చేసి ఇట్ విల్ బి డిఫికల్ట్ టు మానిటరింగ్, రైట్? So if you provide this particular option of removable device to certain systems, so it will be easy for the admins in order to monitor. And the second one is control the access to devices depending on the time of the day and day of the week. That means the control to the access of devices will not be forever, will not be forever. It will be depending upon the time. Suppose if it is mandatory for the system to use the removable device, then the admin need to give access for it. If there is no usage, then admin needs to block, that admin needs to block that particular system. Particular system means not the total system. You need to block for accessing the storage device. A storage device పని చేయకుండా బ్లాక్ చేయాలని చెప్తున్నాం, right? And the next one is create the white list of USB devices which allows you to authorize only specific devices that will not be locked regardless of any other settings. Regardless of any other settings. So here we need to create a white list. We in this sense not the admins of the organizations. The admins of the organizations. See, we'll be maintaining a logbook when we enter into the lab. So what is the purpose of maintaining logbook entering into the lab means if the system has been affected or if the system has not been working, we'll be calling that particular person. We'll be calling that particular person. In the same way, here in the organization level also, they need to create a white list of USB devices which allows the employees to authorize only specific devices that will not be locked regardless of any other settings. There are ఏ other settings తో కూడా అది లాక్ అవ్వకుండా జాగ్రత్త తీసుకోవాలి. They need to make sure that it will not get locked regardless of any other settings. వేరే సెట్టింగ్స్ తో అది లాక్ అవ్వకుండా చూసుకోవాలి. నెక్స్ట్ సెట్ డివైజెస్ ఇన్ రీడ్ ఓన్లీ మోడ్. Set devices in read-only mode. That means those particular devices are only used for read-only mode. That means we cannot write or we cannot edit or we cannot do anything. Protect a disk from accidental or intentional formatting. Suppose if our pen drive is having data, and if the computer is accessing the pen drive, and if we do the format, then what happens? The total data will be getting deleted. So we need to make sure we are going to protect the disk from accidental or intentional formatting. So these are the features of the software that allow system administrator to do. Clear? And the third one is threats through lost and stolen devices. So what are the threats? That we are going to face when we lost a device or if a device has been stolen? So this is a new emerging issue for the cyber security. Often mobile handheld devices are lost while people on our mute. Already we discussed that in most of the cases we lose our mobile or our mobile phone will be theft when we are moving. That means when we are in journeys or when there is a group of people for example like in bus stands or in railway stations or in any public places. So lost mobiles are becoming even a large security risk to the corporations. See, if we lost a mobile, okay, if it is not an organization mobile, up to some extent it will be okay. Suppose if you lost a mobile and that particular mobile is of an organization, then what will be then automatically the organization will be facing the loss of that particular data. అంటే ఒక నార్మల్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్ పోతే it's there also will be facing some sort of threats. That means already we discussed in yesterday, if we lose our mobile, those particular contact list will be taken by the hacker and you will be sending messages or voice calls, or you will be gathering data of, or you will be gathering our personal data like banking or any files or any videos or anything, right? So in the same way, if the last mobile is related to an organization, if the last mobile ఈజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్, అంటే మన దగ్గర పోయిన మొబైల్ అనేది ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అయితే మనది సెల్ఫ్ కాకుండా, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, దెన్ దేర్ విల్ బి సెక్యూరిటీ రిస్క్, దెన్ దే విల్ బి లార్జర్ సెక్యూరిటీ రిస్క్. సో ది cyber security threat under this scenario is scary, owing to a general lack of security in the mobile devices. So it is often not the value of the handheld device that is important, but rather the content that, if lost or stolen, can put a company at a serious risk of sabotage, exploitation, or damage to its professional integrity, as most of the times the mobile handheld devices are provided by the organizations. So not only the loss of data is a scary, but if that data is being shared to the other organization, if the data is being shared among others, then it becomes a serious risk of sabotage, exploitation, or damage to the professional integrity also. So see, in most of the lost devices have wireless access to corporate network and are potentially very little security, making them a weak link and a major headache for security administrators. See, when an organization is going to provide a device to an employee, and if that particular device has been lost, it has an access of wireless. It has an access of the wireless to the wireless. అంటే ఆ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ యొక్క వైర్లెస్ యాక్సెస్ కూడా ఆ మొబైల్ కి ఉంటది. క్లియర్? సో వెన్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ wireless to that particular lost device which is given by the organization, then the security will be of in low level. Then the security will be in low level. So if the security is in low level, then it will be making a weak link for the organization. అంటే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ మొబైల్ డివైస్ అనేది ప్రొవైడ్ చేసింది కాబట్టి దే విల్ బి ప్రొవైడింగ్ ది వైర్లెస్ కనెక్షన్ ఆల్సో. సో దస్ ఇట్ మేక్స్ ఏ వీక్ లింక్. వైర్లెస్ కనెక్షన్ కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేశారు కాబట్టి వీక్ లింక్ ప్రొవైడ్ అవుతుంది అంటున్నాం. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి మేకింగ్ ఎ వీక్ లింక్ ఫర్ ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్ and major headache for the security administrators and a major headache for the security organization. So that is the purpose why the software company does not provide laptops or any devices to all the employees. They will be dividing the employees and they will be providing only to some persons. That means what they are trying to do is they are trying to reduce the risk. They are trying to reduce the risk from the devices. And the fourth one is protecting the data on lost devices. Protecting the data on lost devices. See, at an individual level, employees need not worry about the importance of data protection, especially when it is resided on a mobile handheld devices. As I told, if we lost our own mobile, if we lost our own mobile, then the threat will be of up to certain level. But if you lost a mobile which is given by the organization, then the threat becomes more. Then the threat becomes more. Then that means we cannot assume what is the particular level of threat. అంటే ఒక పర్సన్ దగ్గర మొబైల్ పోయింది అంటే థ్రెట్ ఏ లెవెల్లో ఉంటుందో మనం వీ కెన్ థింక్. Why? Because the data which is available in our mobile device, we can expect what sort of threats can be done by using our own mobile device. But if the mobile device is been given by the organization, then we cannot expect what type of threats they are. See, there are two reasons why cybersecurity need to address this issue. First one is the data that is persistently stored on the device, and the second one is always running the applications. So these are the two reasons why cybersecurity needs to address them. Why cybersecurity needs to address them. So for protecting this data, so what we need to do is we need to encrypt the sensitive data and encrypting the entire file system. First, so ఈ డేటాని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయడానికి we need to encrypt the sensitive data and we need to encrypt the entire file system. అంటే డేటాని ఎన్క్రిప్ట్ చేయాలి, ఆ పర్టికులర్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ని కూడా ఎన్క్రిప్ట్ చేయాలి. See, in this situation, a key point is that the organization should have a clear policy on how to respond to the loss or theft of a device, whether it is a storage or a PDA or a laptop. So, by providing encryption techniques, so ఆ డేటాకి ఆ ఎంటైర్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ కి ఎన్క్రిప్షన్ టెక్నిక్ అనేది ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం వల్ల దిస్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఏ క్లియర్ ఐడియా. Suppose if our mobile device has been lost, if our mobile device has been lost, or it is been theft, so the admins of the organization need to know how to respond to that particular loss. That means the admin persons of an organization need to have a clear idea on how to respond after the loss of a mobile phone, right? So there should be a method for the device owner to quickly report the loss, and device owner should be aware of this method. So employee అనేవాడు device అనేది lost అయినప్పుడు you need to immediately bring to the notice of the owner, and the device owner should be aware of that particular method. అంటే డివైస్ అనేది పోగానే ఎంప్లాయీ అనేవాడు ఓనర్ కి ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేయాలి. ఓనర్ అనేవాడు ఒకవేళ డివైస్ పోతే ఏం చేయాలి అనేది కూడా రెడీగా ఉండాలి, రైట్? సో దిస్ కమ్స్ అండర్ ప్రొటెక్టింగ్ డేటా ఆన్ ది లాస్ట్ డివైసెస్. And the last side heading of this topic is educating the laptop users. Suppose if an employee is new to the company and he is first time using the laptop, so that particular employee need to be get educated regarding how to use the laptop. So often it so happens that corporate laptop users could be putting their company's networks at a risk by downloading non-work related software capable of spreading viruses and spyware. See, what I told is we need to educate the new laptop users. That means the laptop which is being provided by the organization should be used only for the organizational work. Rather than using for the organization work, what the laptop users do is they will be downloading some softwares. That is not used by the organization. That means that are not related to the organization. So when the users are going to download some softwares, along with the software, there is a chance of viruses or spywares entering into the laptop also. There is a chance of viruses and spywares entering into the laptop. Clear? So this is because the software assets on laptop become more complex as more applications are used on the increasingly sophisticated user OS with diversity connectivity options. The perception plays much more role in terms of most people perceiving laptops as greater culprits compare with other innocuous looking mobile handheld devices. So this is the purpose. Why every organization need to provide, why every organization need to use the laptop. That means ప్రతి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కూడా ఒక ల్యాప్టాప్ యూజర్ ని ఎడ్యుకేట్ చేయాలి అంటున్నాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద పర్పస్ why every organization need to educate the laptop users. So before a company gives a laptop to the user, they need to make sure that particular laptop will be used by the employee only for the company related work, only for the organization related work. So that means the employee should not use non-related work. If an employee used for his personal, or if you download any softwares that are not related to the company, then there is a chance of viruses or spywares occurring into our laptop. So once if the viruses or spywares enter into our laptop, our data is not of secured. So that is the purpose why every company need to educate the laptop users, right? So this is the concept which comes under mobile devices security implications for organizations. Clear all of you? And the next topic is organizational measures for handling the mobile devices. So in this topic we are having two types. ఇప్పుడు పైన టాపిక్ లో ఏం మాట్లాడాం మనం అంటే మొబైల్ డివైసెస్ లో నుంచి అంటే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లెవెల్లో మొబైల్ డివైసెస్ లో సెక్యూరిటీ ఎలా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి, నెక్స్ట్ యూఎస్బి పోర్ట్స్ ఆర్ సిడీస్ అక్కడి నుంచి సెక్యూరిటీ ఎలా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి. సో వాట్ ఆర్ ది కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ థ్రెట్స్ అంటే థ్రెట్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంటది అనేది చెక్ చేసాం. నెక్స్ట్ we have discussed how to protect the threat. That means by using some encryption techniques. And finally, what we discussed is how to educate the laptop users. How to educate the laptop users. Now, in this topic, what we are going to do, what we are going to discuss is the organization measures of handheld mobile devices. Organizational measures of handheld mobile devices. The, those particular that is related to the security issues. So this side heading consists of two concepts. This topic consists of two concepts where first one is encrypting organizational databases. First one is encrypting the organizational databases, and the second one is including mobile devices in security strategy. So, in organization measures for handling mobile devices that are related to security issue, it has been categorized into two types. First one is encrypting organizational database, and the second one is including mobile devices in security strategy. These are the two things that are going to be related in security issues of an organization. Clear? So we shall, as there is no time left, we will discuss this topic in tomorrow's class. So hope you are clear with today's class. In today's class, what we have discussed is mobile devices, security implications for organization. So mobile devices, security implication for organization. So in first side heading, managing diversity and qualification of handheld devices, we have discussed how can we provide security to the mobile devices that is given by the organizations, right? And in the second side heading, unconventional or stealth storage device, we have discussed how the organization need to provide security for the CDs or for the pen drives. That means they need to block, they are not giving any sort of access to the employee for CDs or any USB ports. And the third one is threats through lost and stolen devices. So what are the threats? So how the threats will be raised? How the threats will be raised when we lost our device or if our device has been stolen. Fourth one is protecting data on the lost devices. So third one threats ఎలా ఉంటుందనేది చెప్తున్నాం. Fourth one we are discussing about how to protect the data on the lost devices. How to protect the data on the lost devices. And the last one is we need to educate the laptop users. We need to educate the laptop users. What we are going to educate the laptop users means if the laptop is given by the organization, he should not download any other softwares personally that are not related to the company. If he is going to do such things, if he is going to install, if he is going to download or install personal software, there may be a chance of viruses or spyware occurring into the into the laptop that is being given by the organization. So once the viruses or spyware enters into the laptops given by the organization, the data will be lost. The data will be lost, which brings a threat for the company. Which brings a threat for the company. So what the organization need to do is they need to educate the laptop user. They need to educate the laptop user. So these are the 5 side headings which we need to discuss with mobile devices, security implications for the organization. Clear? In tomorrow's class, we shall see what are the organization measures for handling mobile devices according to the security issues. Okay. Thank you all.